Like Cats and Dogs is Mac and Magda, who are the feuding bakers. They have been feuding all throughout the Pine Hollow series, and this is the time when we finally get to see them go head to head. And they end up getting sucked into a reality TV baking competition. Magda thinks she's going there just herself, but then she gets there and discovers that she's actually been embroiled in the first ever arch rivals version of this show, and that she is in fact being pitted against Mac, and they are going to have to fight it out. And only one of them will be able to take home, the prize, the bragging rights. And they have been, feuding for 15 years. And but in this book, we get to see why, and we get to see sort of like the backstory, and all of the chemistry that might be underneath the feud, and they of course end up eventually having to work together and all of that. And but it starts off with Magda has adopted a pit bull named Cupcake, and her pit bull is a giant sweetie, who is currently being terrorized by Mac's overgrown stray cat, who keeps coming in through the window and stealing the pit bull's dog bed. And so, like the friction between the two of them trying to manage their pets is sort of where we start, and then we end up, happily ever after. So.
On the way, what was tell us about the Great American Cake Off.
Yes, the Great American Cake Off is, I'm a huge fan of the Great British Baking Show. And so it is a little bit of an homage to that, but I kind of pulled things from Top Chef and MasterChef Junior and all sorts of these, baking shows that I've seen over the years that I'm a little bit obsessed with. And so I pulled some things from each of those and like sprinkled them in and made it the Cake Off is the competition series that they are competing again. And it's supposed to be sort of warm and fuzzy and very much in the Great British Baking Show tradition. But this year, because it is the Arch Rivals edition, and there's a new executive producer in town, there's a new boss on this show, and he's putting his own stamp on things, and it's gotten a little bit more cutthroat than they were planning. And so now they're in a different kind of show than they thought they signed up for.